Hello, everyone, and welcome to me discussing a Game of Thrones controversy that, it has nothing to do with the bad seasons, but everything to do with the thing that apparently a lot of people say is bad for some reason, which is Oberyn's death scene in Game of Thrones. And I have no idea were you watching the same show, right? I don't mean everyone dies. No, that would honestly be defending bad writing. See, the thing is, right? Everyone's like everyone hates him because the death scene, because you expected him to confess to his crimes when he's about to die. Did you see what fucking happened? Yes, he technically kills Oberyn first, which screws Tyrion over, right? But what does he do? Oh, yeah, that's right. He admits to exactly the crime he did. And the thing is, he also admits that Oberyn got the order wrong, right? He admits to the crime that Oberyn wanted him to admit to, while killing Oberyn in front of everyone, causing a war against the Lannisters, which ultimately leads to helps lead to Tywin's death, and many other things. Right? The guy who hated the Lannisters and the Mountain more than anyone killed the Mountain and got a confession out of him before he died. Technically, the Mountain was still alive and killed him first, which screwed Tyrion over for a bit, right? But other than screwing Tyrion over, what goal did he fail? The Mountain was dead. By his hand, no less. The confession he sought after was acquired. Tywin's reputation since he hired this man, after hiring a rapist and murderer, was tarnished. Every goal, every goal was succeeded, except for the one that wasn't really his goal, but should have been. That's the thing. People say it was bad writing. In reality, it was the best writing they've ever seen. Because here's the thing, you hate that he died, right? You hate that he died. But what you really hate is that with his death, he got every fucking thing he ever wanted. Because that motherfucker never wanted to live. That motherfucker wanted three things. He wanted Tyrion to fucking pay for hiring that man. He wanted the man to die. And he wanted that man to confess to his crimes. What happens in that scene? As he's getting his eyes gouged out, what happens? The Mountain was already dead because the poison was already coursing through his veins. He admits to killing his girlfriend, except he says he raped her, he murdered her kids, he raped her, and then he killed her by crushing her skull, right? Well, as he crushes his, right? Well, that's a confession. Okay, and what does that result in? Well, the Mountain dies right after from the poison, so he killed the Mountain. Okay, so he got that goal accomplished. Now, what about Tyrion? Well, that causes a little bit of a distraction, which eventually leads to distrust, which allows Tyrion to finally kill him. And in fact, even the goal he didn't really care about got accomplished, because while he probably would have saved Tyrion if he just fucking won, but like I said, that wasn't his main goal. But he did accomplish that because Tyrion, the only Lannister he had respect for, was able to live due to the way the events worked. This was a man who didn't really give a shit if he lived or died. He wanted what he got. You might think he didn't. It might seem like he died a miserable fuck because he was in pain. But that guy died happy. Because guess what? The last thing he heard, the last thing he saw, was everything he wanted. happening before his eyes. Well, I guess not really his eyes, but like that's what I'm saying. Like people say this scene was bad. I don't think they were watching the same show. It was disappointing at first until you rewatch it and think. Because this was like, you know, you watch it again, think. What goal did this man fail? That's right. None. Cuz he wasn't there to live. He was there for revenge. And while the mountain was brought back, sadly, he was killed again. It doesn't really matter that much. And yeah, that's the thing. People can hate it all they want. That man got everything he wanted.